Today's video, I'm going to teach you how to fix can't add new groups in Notion boards. If you are working in a Notion board and you notice that you can't create a new group, the issue usually comes down to how the board is currently grouped. The good news is that this is a quick fix once you know where to look. Start by going to the top right corner of your board view and clicking the three dots icon. This opens the board's view options where you can control how your board is organized and displayed. From that menu, select Group. This is the setting that determines what your columns are based on. Next, click Group By and choose a property that supports grouped options, such as a select property. If you already have a select property in your database, you can simply choose it here. If you don't, create a new one by selecting New Property and then setting it as a select property. This is important because Notion boards can only let you add new groups when the grouping is based on a property that uses defined options, like select. Once your board is grouped by a select property, you should now be able to add groups normally. Look to the right side of your board and click the Add a Group button. This will create a new column, which corresponds to a new option in that select property. If you prefer, you can also open the property settings and add new options there manually. Either method works, and both are tied to the same underlying property setup. A helpful thing to keep in mind is that board groups in Notion are not completely independent. They're usually generated from the options inside the property you are grouping by. So if that property doesn't allow custom options in the way you expect, the board won't show the option to create a new group. That's why switching the grouping to a select property usually solves the problem right away. If the Add a Group button still doesn't appear, double-check that the board is definitely grouped by the select property you chose and not by something else, like status, relation, or another field with different behavior. And that's it. Once your board is grouped correctly, adding new groups becomes simple and works the way you'd expect in Notion.